Chisholm is in charge of, we calling it the event, the burning of the town?
Burning of the town.
And you're going to burn the town down?
No, we wanted to celebrate it in another way, commemorate it by putting on an event which would be the 200th anniversary of the actual event as it occurs in town by taking over Market Square and showing a video that will be put together over the next 3 years that will give everybody a good feeling for what actually occurred here.
And what did occur?
Well, the town had been occupied for 6 months in 1813, and when the American troops left, they burnt the town to the ground basically. The British were shocked. People were kicked out of their houses, and then their houses were destroyed. And there were maybe only 3 houses left out of the entire town when they were finished. And that event really set the tone for what Niagara-on-the-Lake is today, because subsequent to that, the town was rebuilt in the Regency period. The homes are beautiful, and it's such a tourist attraction today because of the way it was reconstructed.
So you're saying we should be grateful?
Maybe in the long run, yes. But I'm sure the people who lived in 1813 weren't grateful for the action that happened in the town.
But it was an abomination. I mean, was there a reason the Americans had done this? Because this was really sort of counter to rules of engagement and conduct.
General McClure, who was the American militia general, was talked into this. The theory today is that he was talked into this by a man by the name of Joseph Wilcox, who was actually a Canadian and head of a group called the Canadian Volunteers, which were basically no more than traitors. And these people had made some enemies, and when they saw that McClure was deserting the town to go back to the US in December of 1813, Joseph Wilcox talked McClure into burning and destroying the town so the British would have nowhere to sleep and nothing to eat.
And that happened.
Exactly, it happened. It happened on December 10th, 1813.
But it was an enormous hardship for the people who lived there.
It was. As I said, there were maybe 100 homes, of which 2 were left. So by this point, it was mostly women and children living in the town. And at this point, they were shoved into the snowbanks. It was a cold, bitter winter, and they had nowhere to live. Some of them fled to the fort. Some people left town. It caused tremendous hardship.
And then York was burned, and so it was really in retaliation for Niagara-on-the-Lake and York burning that they burned the White House.
They did, but before that, they crossed the river within 10 days and burnt Youngstown, Lewiston, Black Rock, and Buffalo. So there was it was a gentleman's war up to that point, and then all of a sudden, it became a dirty war.
Yeah, very ugly after that.
Exactly.
So is it going to be scary when the town burns down again?
Well, we want to make it fun for people. Beside the video, we're talking about putting in fireworks and also doing a sound and light show in Market Square in the village. And we want people to feel what it might have been like, because it's actually going to be in December, how cold it was and what these people went through at that time 200 years ago.
Well, a really dramatic event though, and there weren't many of these things that happened in Canada. So that part of history you want to, I mean, it is sort of shocking.
It's shocking to me that Canada was invaded 4 times by the Americans, and in fact, we kept our country together.
So what's the date for the event, for the fire?
The date we're going to celebrate commemorate the burning of the town will be December 7th, 2013.
And everyone's invited?
Everyone's invited, yeah, by all means. We're hoping to get a nice big group out.
Bring hot dogs and marshmallows? Maybe it's a little more fun this time.
It is going to be more fun. There's a couple of pubs that face the Market Square, and we're hoping they're going to really feed the people.
Thank you very much. Well, we'll look forward to, if that's the word for it, the celebrations
the commemoration.
marking the event.
Great.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.